Dr. Yursky relocated her practice in February of 2020 and placed her first implant that year. Since then, she placed over 180 implants with 100% successful integration. She uses the Skinny system. The Skinny system has been in use for decades. It employs a two-part drilling system that is safe, easy, and repeatable. She used it in all bone types, including grafted cases, utilizing conventional and immediate placements. The system is a skilled placement using the locator drill, the Skinny final sizing drill of the implant length selected, and the implant. Of note is that the implant lengths in this review are exclusively 10 and 11.5 millimeter lengths. The important aspect of this protocol is to have increased diameters of the greater tapered series on hand at the time of surgical placement. The protocol is very cost effective, with the cost of the implant package being $132.50. First, determine the vertical measurements of the implant recipient site. Have 3 implants of that length on hand: the Skinny, the 3.7 greater tapered, and the 4.7 greater tapered implants. The horizontal measurement of bone mass can be determined by any means that is desired to confirm sufficient bone mass. Begin the drilling sequence with the locator drill. This establishes the location and the trajectory of the osteotomy. Simply drill to the black line, which produces an osteotomy that is 8 millimeters in depth and 2 millimeters in diameter. Follow with the Skinny final sizing drill of the length of implant selected. This will create an osteotomy that has a shaft of 2.5 millimeters and a countersink that is 3 millimeters deep and 3 millimeters in diameter. If the bone is extremely hard, thread the Skinny implant to depth. If the desired torque resistance is not encountered, then replace that implant with the 3.7 greater tapered implant. During the drilling process, the bone density can be subjectively evaluated, and the 3.7 greater tapered can be selected at first. In those case types where the bone is extremely soft, proceed to the 4.7 greater taper implant for optimal torque resistance. The system uses the standard internal hex for the restorative geometry to provide the profession with the most universal components and instrumentation. The implant mount is driven with a 4 millimeter square driver. The implant package for $132.50 includes the color-coded implant mount driver with the fixation screw. The fixation screw is driven with a .050 inch, which is equal to a 1.25 millimeter hex driving tool. This technique has resulted in 100% successful integration for decades of use.